Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, the official CRG, and today I want to talk about climate change. Now, I know over the past couple of weeks we've been on this little mental health spree, but the reason I want to change it up and talk about climate change today is because over this summer, it has been some of the hottest temperatures all around the world, and climate change plays a major role in our world and our ecosystems. So, because of that, I want to talk about how scientists view and think we can change it and what they think might happen in our near future. So, with that said, climate change has been something that has been talked about for many years, but for some reason, this year it's leaving a different impact. So, for people who don't know what climate change is, climate change refers to the long-term impact on temperature or weather patterns and global temperature rise due to excessive greenhouse gases, but also due to major industrialization and urbanization from humans. It's now impacted the natural cycle of climate change for the worse. You see, climate change in 2023 and the years to come are only expected to worsen. For instance, there is a 93% chance that one of the years between 2022 and 2026 will be the warmest year to date. You see, the worst projection for climate change in 2023 is that the chance for average global temperature to rise above 1.5 degrees Celsius has now increased to almost 50% for the next 5-year period. So, if temperatures rise above 1.5 degrees Celsius, scientists worry it could then trigger a cascade of tipping points, which would irreversibly alter the overall global climate system and further exacerbate the overall warming. Also, due to the climate change, ice sheets in Greenland and the Antarctic are shedding triple the ice they were 30 years ago, which could cause sea levels to double from the actual meltdown. You know, Greenland is a huge region in the Arctic, but as temperatures in the far north rise, its massive sheets are melting into our now warm oceans. But in the southern polar region, Antarctica's sea ice has been increasing in size about 1% every decade since the 1970s. But last year, it was at its lowest ever recorded level. So if all these ice sheets then begin to melt, our water levels will increase immensely, causing smaller islands to disappear and populations to relocate. So we really need to start making a change and really monitor what we put in the air, because as long as we continue to emit extreme amounts of greenhouse gas and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, climate change will continue to worsen. You know, the temperatures will only get hotter, making it harder for farmers and other organizations. The waters will only get warmer and higher, not only harming humans, but now the species and the environment below the sea. So, with that all being said, today's quote is by an amazing American actor, Leonardo DiCaprio. He once said, "Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating." And I can't agree anymore, because as a society, we always shine light on the little things that don't need it and always miss the bigger picture or threat. You know, your next conversation shouldn't be the new trend, but it should be about how we save our world. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Make sure to like, follow, and share. And this is the Dowden Podcast.